Okay, but this one is this one was chapter 7, but in the syllabus I put as a chapter 5, yeah, because remember the book is mixed between micro and macro. Okay, let's have a look at this chapter, which is macroeconomic problems. Okay, when we talk about macroeconomic problem, surely it will become national issue. Yeah, isu kebangsaan lah kita nak we talking about. Yeah, that means common problems happen when it relates to the economy, because usually economy is governed by government, yeah, administered by government. So we will look at some of the challenges, some of the issues that related to macroeconomics. Okay, but before that, we will go through the business cycle first. Okay, what is business cycle? In Malay, we call it as kitaran perniagaan. Okay, we're talking about cycle. That means, yeah, the process is cyclical. Yeah, that means the process will be rotating, and cyclically. So, business cycle refers to wave-like fluctuation in aggregate economic activities, particularly in national income, employment, and output. Okay. Why we talk it at the fluctuation? Because sometimes, yeah, the performance can be going up, can be going down, going up, going down, going up, going down. It's like a wave, yeah, in the beach, yeah. So, economy also have experienced the same thing, yeah. Some period, they have experiencing good economics, yeah. Sometime, yeah, they also experience bad economics, yeah. So we will see what are the phases in the business cycle, or is composed of period of good trade and also have a bad trade. Yeah, good trade consists of rising prices and low unemployment percentage. That means the price is going up but not going too up. Yeah, and then it is still encourage consumption by a consumer. And then at the same time it will experience low unemployment. That means, yeah, everybody will get the job. Yeah, however, yeah, bad trade happens when the price is falling. Yeah, that means the price drop massively. Okay, and then high unemployment percentage. Yeah, that means at the same time, yeah, many people didn't get the job. Or sometimes, yeah, also the people, yeah, got fired and then got terminated, yeah, because of their business cannot survive. Yeah. Okay, some characteristic of business cycle. The first one is an economic-wide phenomenon. Phenomenon we're talking about the real story. Yeah. For example, yeah, Asian crisis 97. Okay, whereby currency ASEAN, most of the currency ASEAN drop massively. Yeah, and then also we talking about Black Monday. Black Monday is what was before. Black Monday whereby stock market will crash massively. Yeah, and then also one of the phenomenon is we're talking about world financial crisis also. Financial crisis. And then that time that one is happens every 12 years or something like that. And then another example of economic crisis is what we call as a euro. Okay, euro crisis or eurozone. Euro crisis 2012. Yeah, and then also happened was Brexit. If you know something about Brexit, yeah, that British economy, yeah, went out from the euro countries. Yeah, okay, Brexit. Okay, so there's some example. Phenomenon means that real story. Yeah. The second one, a wave-like movement in an economic activity. Yeah, it is because, yeah, the economic cyclical is like going up, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down. Yeah. Business fluctuation that occur periodically and tend to be recurrent in nature. Periodically, that means they will be sometimes happen and then they will repeat once again. Yeah. And then expansion and contraction are self-reinforcing and cumulative in effect. Okay, that means self-reinforcing means that it moves by its own, yeah, because of the influence by other factors. Yeah, and then the effect, yeah, will be severe, yeah, towards not only for the government but also for society as well, and also the country. And also upward and downward movements. Okay, which is shown by this one. Okay, so these are the business cycle of the economy, whereby there are four phases here. Okay, this one is a peak. Yeah, peak that means reach until the maximum before it's going down. And then recession, recession in Malay we call it that as kegawatan economy, whereby the economy will be experiencing downturn. True, means that there is a phase whereby they will stop recession. I mean until the minimum point. And then when it goes up, they will go. We consider as recovery. That means they will recover whatever that losses occurred in the recession, and then peak, and then recession, recovery, and through. So therefore, as you can see, the explanation of this peak or boom here. Okay, the period where the economy is at full employment. That means at this time, most of the people already get the job. Okay, in fact, they still have some vacancy. Maximum output and lowest unemployment rate. That means the production were good that time, and then unemployment rate were low. I mean, not countries experience people without the job quite a less percentage. Okay, recession, which is down here. The period where real GDP declines. We already learned this during chapter 2, whereby GDP is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Okay, that time during the recession, consumption decrease, investment decrease, government spending decrease, export decrease, import increase. So recession, which is sometimes considered as a bad experience. Okay, let's have a look at true. Okay, but before that, recession also known as depression as well. Unemployment rate also increases. Okay, true, whereby the period where output is minimum and unemployment rate is maximum. That means until this point, the recession will be stopped. And the last one, recovery, which is this one, going up, whereby output level increases and unemployment rate declines, whereby the production is going up, production is going up, increase, unemployment will be decreased. That means people will starting to get a job and so on. In fact, because of this pandemic, we are expecting that unemployment rate still in bad shape. Okay, therefore we can call it as a recession too. Okay, let's have a look at the unemployment perspective. Okay, the definition of unemployment, which is people who still not in a job yet. That means people do not do some work in order to get their desired wages or salary. So we're talking about seeking a job. That means it is related to the labor force. Okay, what is labor force? Labor force ni we call it macam tenaga buruh lah. Okay, tenaga buruh ataupun tenaga kerja lah Defined as a people from the total population above the 15 years of age, not in any institution and who are either employed or employed but actively seeking for jobs. This one. Okay. Masih lagi mencari kerja. They are what we call as still continue to seek for the job. And then the minimum age for workers here is 15. But some of the countries have their own policy. Some of the countries 15 still cannot work. They are allowed to work 18 years and above. It depends. Malaysia, I'm not sure about that because let me check later on. The latest policy on what are the age that allows to work. I know that Indonesia allows 16 years. 16 years, even 16 years become an actress. Okay, so they are allowed that. I mean, 16 years. 16-year-old and above can become a people who can qualified to find a job. Okay, what is unemployment? Unemployment defined as labor force participant being available, willing to work but unable to find job. They have intention to work. But the problem is they are not able to find jobs. I give you an example. There are so many graduates on architecture, yet the job for architecture, the job vacancy for architecture is very minimal. Probably because that particular country is not focusing on architecture. So they want to work, but the problem is they don't not able to find a job because of the market restriction. Sometimes they end up not being an architect, but also they have to do other job like freelance job, becoming a rider or something, foodpanda rider or something, so that is an employment. Okay, unemployment rate. We're talking about the ratio of unemployment against population. So that means usually the ratio will be people not work. I mean amount of people not work divided by total population multiplied by 100. So opposite for people not work means people working. So that means the percentage of labor force that is unemployed and actively seeking job. The ratio of people not working against population. Okay, what is discouraged worker? Okay, an individual who wants to work but has been unsuccessful for a long period finding a job and given up seeking job. Okay, the keyword here is giving up. So that particular people that try to apply a job many times and then somehow didn't call for the interview, even though they didn't qualify. I mean, more worse than that, they didn't even get a call or response because of that. The particular workers become demotivated and don't want to work anymore. That means not don't want to work anymore, don't want to find a job anymore, because that they feel that there is discouraging. Underemployment, an individual who works a part-time, this one it's not under the contract. That means they just work for the side income only, or who else are in jobs below their capability but who are seeking full-time employment. Okay, so for example, part-time jobs like working in fast food, become a rider, and then become a part-time clerk. Why we call it this underemployment? Because they are not permanent or full-time staff. Yeah. Full employment is an opposite for underemployment, which is full-time workers and also full-time workers and also we call this as quite established workers. Established workers. The situation in the economy where all available resources are employed to produce goods and services. They are working as a full-timers. Okay, these are some calculation on this one. Probably you can have a look later on. I'm not gonna touch this quite seriously because this is sorry. This one is more on examples and then somehow alternative coursework. This one will not become more on theory only. Okay, here are some of the types of unemployment. That means what are the categories that unemployment occurred? The first one, frictional unemployment. The second one, cyclical unemployment. The third one, seasonal employment, and the fourth one, structural unemployment. Okay, let's have a look at frictional unemployment. There are differences between those four types earlier that we're talking about. Okay, what is frictional unemployment? Occurs when people are in between jobs, entering or re-entering the labor force. Okay, that means whether they are coming into work or they are not coming into work. Some people voluntarily quit their jobs to look for other unemployment. Okay, so frictional employment. Let's say companies that consist of 100 staff. Okay, not 100 people will stay in the company. Some of them they are voluntarily quit. That means they want to quit by themselves. Let's say 10 people, which is 10%. That means it will become 90. So 10 people they are voluntarily and we have intention to quit. Because they want to look for the job, for the other job. Some school leavers or fresh graduate may be entering the labor force for the first time and actively seeking jobs. So those who are completed like SPM and then fresh graduate like diploma holders or degree holder, yeah, they want to enter the labor force for the first time. Frictional employment sometimes happen for the first timer employment. Okay, probably because of they want to experience work first. Yeah, salary might become second. These job seekers might be temporarily unemployed for the short period of time. Okay, so we're talking about those who are part-time study or part-time workers. Yeah, sorry. Even yeah, some frictional employment also happened to me myself. Okay, because why? Remember that I told you that I will be away from college for 5 months after this April. So I will be temporarily unemployment for unemployed for 5 months because I want to pursue my PhD. Yeah, so that is a frictional employment. The others are work as usual. Okay, what is cyclical unemployment? It is occurs when there is a lack of job because of a downsizing in the business cycle of a or a recession. Okay, why there is no more no, jobs advertisement, that means job vacancy offered, because a company is shrinking. Shrinking means that before this company have 150 staff, and because the business is not doing so well, they want to lay off 50 people. Yeah, that means they want to terminate 50 people, which is downsizing. From 150 will become 100. Yeah, so downsizing means that the company will decline, not decline, but to reduce a size of a company. Okay, when the economy encounters a downsizing or goes to recession, the real GDP falls. Okay, because yeah, there is a difference between 150 employee and 100 employee in terms of productivity, which is relates to GDP. The demand for goods and services decreases, companies close down, and workers are laid off. Because of the companies become smaller, yeah, not many customer wants the product that sold by the particular company. Okay, which will impact the revenue. So therefore, yeah, at one time the company cannot survive anymore. That's why they shut down and they will release employee. In fact, COVID-19 also give a quite massive impact to some of the industries. Yeah, those companies are not able to export the product, and then they are forced to close. Okay, structural unemployment, yeah, arises due to a structural changes in a economy of a country. Usually, structural changes in the economy of a country probably because of government policies, yeah, and then also the approach made by a new government. So that is some example of it. Okay, however, yeah, this means a worker loses his or her job because the job is no longer a part of the structure of the economy. I give an example. For the particular country A, previously they are more focusing on agriculture, let's say. Yeah, agriculture, pertanian. But because of the new policy by new regime, yeah, they switch agriculture and then they move on to technology. So therefore, yeah, those people who work in agriculture before have no choice, but they have to quit. Yeah, that means they will no longer have a job because yeah, the government does not want to implement agriculture anymore, and then they are moving on towards technology. So those are the groups that are impacted. Technological unemployment is a type of unemployment which caused by changes of techniques in the production. This is the classic example of, yeah, before this, yeah, that production is more on human. Now they are more on machine. So since there is a sophisticated machine, yeah, therefore, yeah, the labor will be decreased. They don't need any workers anymore because machine can do work better than human sometimes. Yeah. For seasonal unemployment arises due to seasonal variation in the activities of particular industries. Yeah, this might be caused by climate changes, changes in fashion trend, and inherent nature of industries themselves. Okay, let me talk about seasonal employment. And classic example of seasonal unemployment is fishermen. Okay, why I'm saying fishermen? Because not all fishermen can work every day. It is because of climate changes whereby there is some period whereby a monsoon came in. When a monsoon came in, the sea is quite dangerous and the fishermen not able to go to the sea and then to have some fishing activities. Yeah, that is a example of season and employment. When it's a monsoon season, fishermen are unable to work. Yeah, and then another example is farmers. Yeah, okay. When there is a summer, that means the we're talking about the climate is very hot. Yeah, and then less rains. Yeah, that means not many rains that time. So we're talking about farms that being damaged or destroyed because of the climate changes. They are not able to farm paddy because of an inconsistent climate. So we're talking about those workers who are dealing with the nature. Yeah, who are dealing with the nature. In this type of unemployment, the labor force is employed at the time and unemployed at other time. Okay, for fishermen, usually from October until December, they are not able to work. Okay, but the others, yeah, they are employed. That means they are able to do some fishing. Yeah, especially at the East Coast. Yeah. Okay, so therefore, yeah, effects of unemployment will be impact on individuals and society and will be have some effect on the economy. Let's have a look at individuals and society. Okay, which is on ourselves. Okay, of course, we don't have income and people will not respect us because of we are not working. So sometimes people will belittle us because they might say like this: "Oh, you are graduate in degree, but you don't have work. How shame are you?" For example, so they don't have respect because of people not working. In fact, probably those who are employed men who are not working will be rejected by a girl because they need a security. All right. The second one, loss of job skill, because since they are not working, they are not able to apply whatever the knowledge that they gain during study days. Yeah. And then, probably because they have a skill before, because they are not able to do some jobs, but so therefore they forgot about some skill. Yeah. And the last one, social and political problem. Okay, that's why sometimes riot happens. Okay, riot and strike happens because they demand the government to do some changes. Okay, and then they want government to be reinforced to solve these unemployment issues. However, in terms of the economy, definitely increase in unemployment rates. And then the cost of unemployment is measured by goods and services which society could not have produced but did not. Okay, so it is also some effect on the company. Production will be affected. In case the loss of government revenue obtained through personal taxes. Okay, a government doesn't like unemployment, because if people does not employed, that means there will be no income. If there will be no income for the particular individual, there will be no tax, income tax, that need to be paid by society. Okay, but if unemployment decreases, which whereby people is what we call people are getting job, and then they work and then they got the salary. Okay, so therefore, they will entitled to have to pay income tax. Okay, which is paid to the government. Certain countries provide unemployment benefit, which part of the government expenditure. Okay, for example, skim perberhentian kerja. Skim perberhentian kerja, and then sometimes they have a BPN, BSH, and so on. This could reduce the development activities of the economy because of the expenditure happens. The development or investment will be reduced because the money limit is allocated to transfer payment. Slow economic growth and low output might lead to the depression. Yeah, that means we're talking about obviously. Yeah, affect the economy. Unemployment will make economic growth move slow. Yeah. Okay, to control unemployment, yeah, there are three measures, which is direct control. Direct control means that direct action taken by a government. Yeah, for example, they have Job Malaysia, and then they encourage some companies to offer some jobs and so on. Okay, the second one, monetary policy, whereby this is a policy that implement by a government, yeah, to control money demand and money supply. Yeah, open market operation, lower the reserve requirement, lower discount rate, and lower interest rate. Yeah, these are the ways, example ways. And then fiscal policy is more on government expenditure. Okay, so probably they want to go for some projects. Okay, will which will make people the vacancy there. Okay, more on project based. If there is more project, yeah, the opportunity for the employment is there. Decrease in tax and increase in government expenditure. We already learned this on the chapter 3. Yeah, yes. Direct control measures like providing training and education, which is encourage a diploma student to become degree student, and then degree student to become master student, and then job creation. We're talking about freelancers, yeah, like Food Panda. Food Panda have done a good job in creating a job for riders, yeah, for many years. Yeah, and then development of new land, yeah, that means with the vacant land, and then they will build a new building, and then they will build a new businesses, will encourage workers to come in and work. Okay, any questions before before we going for a break?
No,
Any,
sir.
okay, how about the others?
No,
Sukri,
sir.
Romeo,
No, sir.
everything okay? Okay, if there is no question, we take a break for. Okay, we take a break for a while. Yeah, in 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, and then we will continue with the inflation.
I'm sorry, can you install? Can you fill up the attendance form?
Okay, let's move on to the next part. Okay, next part saying about inflation. Okay, there is a different perspective from unemployment. Unemployment is happens whereby people is not getting a job. Yeah, that means people are not working. So let's have a look at the inflation. What are the inflation stands for? A continuous increase in the general price level of goods and services. Yeah. In Malay, senang cerita lah Okay. Harga barang naik lah I mean the increase of price. Okay. I give you a simple example. Recently I went to supermarket. I found out that the price of a 5 kilo cooking oil were 28 ringgit. Few months ago, the price was only 20 ringgit. So as you can see, the price is going up before pandemic to after pandemic. Which is quite create a chaos among consumer. Okay, because we are surprised that even though I'm a household and I'm also cooking, but somehow we found out that because we are in household or married and have wife and have family, and then I usually went to the supermarket. Yeah, we're familiar with the prices. We're familiar with the prices. Yeah, we know that sometimes when we buy something, we know the price level. So quite a surprise that cooking oil price will increase from 20 ringgit to 28 ringgit for 5 kilogram cooking oil. Yeah. So we call it as an inflation because the continuous increase. We never know, in the future, they might going up to, let's say, 30 ringgit or 35 ringgit. We never know. But at bottom line is an continuous increase. Yeah, not only for cooking oil, but also other products as well. Yeah. If you do not believe me, okay, you go to any supermarket for today and also look at the next months or next 2 months. Yeah, probably the price will going up. Okay, but the deflation is an opposite, okay, whereby the price will be decreased, okay, of the goods and services of the economy. Very rarely cases of deflation. Stagflation. What is stagflation? The the condition in an economy where it experiences high unemployment and rapid inflation simultaneously. Yeah, that means increase in inflation and also unemployment increase. Okay, that's even worse. That's even worse. This inflation means that a reduction in the rate of inflation, which is a continuity from deflation. Okay, so reduction in the rate of inflation. Probably today is 5%. In the future, probably the inflation will be around 4%. That's an example. Okay, these are the calculation. Okay, the calculation is derived from CPI, Consumer Price Index. Yeah. Okay, from the current year minus last year divided by last year multiplied by 100. CPI is Consumer Price Index. Okay, why causes of inflation? Because of demand pull and cost push. Okay, when we learn microeconomic, in terms of demand and supply, basic demand and supply. Okay, so this is demand. Okay, demand. This is a supply, right? Okay, so this is the price and this is the quantity. Okay, in color. Okay, this is an equilibrium. That means E0. Okay, DO as 0. Okay, what happen if demand increases? Let's say due to what we call as a season in Hari Raya, the price of the demand for chicken is going high. That means the demand will shift to the right. Okay, which is D1. So one of the factors of inflation, which is demand pull. That means demand pull from this point to the right point. Okay, the increase of the demand for chicken. So let's see this one. Previously the chicken price is 6 ringgit per kilogram, And because of the demand is increasing, the demand is increasing for chicken. Therefore, the price is going up from 6 ringgit to 7 ringgit. Okay. So that is one reason for inflation. Okay, and then another one is supply shift to the left. Yeah, which is a cost push inflation. This one. Okay, let's say 8 ringgit. Okay, why? Yeah, because the supplier reduce the cost, which will make the price going low. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, not. It's like this. Why supply is going to the left? Because company producing less. If company producing less, that means the demand will be increase, not increase, but the demand is there. But the problem is the supply, the production is less. So therefore, they have to we call it as first come first serve. Whoever gets the chicken first, they sometimes they are willing to pay the high price. So that's why inflation causes havoc okay, between demand and supply. Okay, so these are the demand full inflation. Okay, so this is the aggregate demand and aggregate supply. So this is a point whereby equilibrium happen first. Okay, this is AD1, sorry. That means this is the original demand, which is E0. Okay, when the demand shift to the right, when the demand shift to the right, that means demand is increasing. So if the demand is increasing, the price will going up. Again, I talking about chicken earlier. Okay, previously it was 6 ringgit. But because people want chicken so many, the demand will be increased and then the price will going up to 7 ringgit. Yeah. Okay. If there is a more increasing, the price will be increased as well. You see, with the limited supply, 9 ringgit or 10 ringgit. Yeah. Demand full inflation occurs when aggregate demand exceed aggregate supply. Yeah. Okay. How about cost push inflation? This has happened when the supply shift to the left. Okay, so again, when the supply shift to the left happen because production produce less. Okay, if the production produce less, there is a limited amount of quantity. So therefore, consumer will grab first. Grab first. And then they feel that okay, because we have only 50 chicken, whoever's came first, and then the chicken will become theirs. First come first serve. Okay, this is the classic example of cost push inflation. Why COVID-19 has been tested to increase the price, because during that time the aggregate supply is shifted to the left. That means some of the business were shut down, and then they produce very less. So that's why, as you can see at the supermarket that time during lockdown, so many goods already sold out. Okay, already sold out. Okay, in fact, some people are willing to pay with high price because they want that kind of ingredient so badly. Okay, so that's why. So cost push inflation also will impacted the increasing of price as well, which is inflation. Okay, when aggregate supply shift to the left. Okay, what happens if inflation is not controlled very thoroughly? Okay, the first is, let's have a look at the gainers here. Okay, who will taking a profit in this inflation? Definitely businessman, which is a salesperson. So because they can sell at high price, consumer will pay, and then they will get as an extra income, which is based on rising prices. Property owners, because before this, that owner bought a house of 100K, 100,000. Because of inflation, the price of house is increased to 300,000. So they will get 200,000 profit. Shareholders, because the share price going up, they are able to sell. Remember, if you learned investment before, yeah, buy low and sell high. And then debtors, yeah, because they can collect money from customer who haven't paid yet. Okay, how about the losers? Definitely consumer are the losers in this one. Yeah, because yeah, they are forced to pay for the certain good at the very high price. Holders of government bonds because the interest rate, okay, fixed deposit also, and then creditors, which is suppliers. Okay, suppliers have to bear some losses. And other effect of inflation are savings, limited saving, reduced saving. Production will be limited, balance of trade will become imbalance. Yeah. Okay, to control inflation, yeah, there are three measures, which is direct control, monetary, and fiscal policy, same as unemployment before. Direct control measures, which is not involve involving half economic matters such as price control and rationing. This one usually done by KPD and KK. Okay, Kementerian Pengguna lah ya. Okay, pengguna. Okay, that means consumer affairs. Alright, price control. Compulsory saving, this is done by individual. Okay, they must have some savings. And then anti-hoarding campaign. This one as classic example of banning foreign products. Yeah, okay, by banning foreign products. Okay, they are prioritizing the local products because imported product is quite expensive. Yeah, chocolate from foreign countries are more expensive than local chocolate. Yeah. Okay, monetary policy, yeah, that means the policy that involving money demand and money supply in terms of market operation, raising reserve requirement, raising discount rate, and raising interest rate. And the last one, fiscal policy, which is balancing between government expenditure and increase in tax. So therefore, decrease in government expenditure, okay, whereby yeah, they don't want to go for investment, they want to stabilize first. And then increase in tax means that the inflation happened because the consumption increase. Consumption increase because of they get high income. So to avoid those high incomers to spend more and more, government need to increase tax for high income earners. So they will stop spending for a while. All right. Any question? Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. How about the others? My, Daim. Sorry, no.